Nyarako bagukwemanyira nganki kilikigendete gukorekana kurwa Chinsa kurwa sense ya America nigobona uko igwana kwa bekirwe egatiye nse ya DRC Congo nabo igo nense ya Rwanda sibono banyarako bako igwana nagotiga komenta liberera guciguru na namono kongo kwariganira Italian Innocent Onyango genda kubwatia Soko TV aso mtandao YouTube nabo igo nabo tubwatia sense ya Facebook eliyo nyarako ba ukwemanyi amange ali agenderete. Tuko chakano roboti na kumanyiri mwanchu muligiri murai bwense ya America Donald Trump otebire okobekwa wese iyo kolento mulembega TNC ya Rwanda na DRC Congo inse yo kuigwana gukuru kwa serieta Washington Accord negetambo kerekene sokolento botoereru ime ya Africa murai bwense ya Rwanda Paul Kagame na Felix Tshisekedi nigo baikiranire ime yo mucho Washington na konyara kwa bakobeka okoigwana uko kurachi koirera gukora Tshisekedi sensemeyu ere ya DRC Congo nabo igenseli ya Rwanda oko gaya no kunigo kwa bagokoragwa no murayibwense America Donald Trump nabo igo murayibwense William Ruto.
Very importantly, we're settling a war that's been going on for decades with millions and millions of people killed, and these two gentlemen spent a lot of time backstage talking to each other, and over at the Oval Office. We were at the Oval Office together. It was beautiful. Great day for Africa, great day for the world, and for these two countries, and they have so much to be proud of. And I want to thank the leaders. I want to thank you very much. It means maybe more because we are here together for the first time ever in this building. Brand new, beautiful building. I don't want to tell you how much it costs because I hear it's a lot. Okay, they don't build inexpensively here. It's a momentous occasion. It's truly incredible setting. It's very few places I've seen like this. In this holy season, we prepare to celebrate the birth of the Prince of Peace. We have come to the U.S. Institute of Peace to sign a historic agreement that will end one of the longest running conflicts anywhere in the world, with far more than 10 million people killed. Today we commit to stopping decades of violence and bloodshed and to begin a new era of harmony and cooperation between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda. I want to thank the two courageous leaders. They are courageous leaders. They really are courageous leaders, great people. President Tshisekedi of the Democratic Republic of the Congo and President Kagame of Rwanda. They are amazing people, and they had stories to tell me that were incredible. Really fascinating in so many different ways. Sad and beautiful, both sad and beautiful, and today makes them beautiful. I've just held really fantastic meetings with both men and representatives of other countries where we discussed the importance of upholding this new agreement. Very detailed.
Murai wense William Ruto sensemo yaye meyo mucho yo Washington buna ekeroli yo yugo sonyara kaba wikirana buna keroli ni ganyara kaba kagotogyo koigwana wense.
Today's signing of the Washington Peace Accord, for instance,
yo kolento mulembe ime yo boiko wense.
Today's signing of the Washington Peace Accord, for instance, DRC is not merely a monumental diplomatic milestone. It is a decisive act to end a devastating conflict that has scarred the region for decades. Mr. President, what you have achieved is not only transformative, it is consequential and historic. This conflict has destroyed livelihoods, destabilized our region, and threatened the future of the entire Great Lakes African continent. Today's achievement culminates a relentless regional effort anchored by the foundational work of the East African Community and SADC, and today this Washington process. The coordinated Nairobi, Luanda, and Washington processes created the essential pathway that brings us to this pivotal moment. We would like to extend our gratitude to President Tshisekedi and President Kagame for their leadership during this process. Reaching this point was made possible by the unparalleled consequential convening power of the United States and President Trump's resolute and focused commitment to global peace. Your clarity, Mr. President, of purpose and ability to rally stakeholders together has brought us to this point. We therefore extend our profound gratitude to President Trump, whose bold leadership has been instrumental in delivering this breakthrough.
Tokwere na imense ya Kenya mwancho muligirali mu waziri we wizara ya Leba Alfred Mutua nigo anyorete chingaki chinkonwekero alikurwe nkwana yo muraibwense Dr. William Ruto asomo yegabwo ko mwenyo yo kabero mu bungo mboni Joseph Munyao bantabwo baikiranta sebirerebyo nigo barorekanete ko gikelia serikali gento kererete umurandi ya Dr. Timothy Ndambuki waswana na Korenta obotorero Joseph Kozolo Munyao niga kabero mu waziri omokonya se serikali ya Kibaki na niga serikali ne miaka 55.
To the late Honorable Now children and families, please accept my heartfelt condolences as we join in mourning a great patriot whose life and service is restoration in miserable ways. With the death of Honorable Now, Kenya has lost a selfless leader. We have to end this culture of violence. Siasa, watu niwaambie watu niwaambie. Unaona hawa wanapigana hapa. Wanapigana hapa kwa microphone usiku wanaongea na simu. Ninyi mnachimbana hapa, kesho yake unaona wamefanya handshake wanakula pamoja. Na nyinyi mmeumia hapa. Ni sawa lakini nasema jambo la muhimu ni kuonyesha kwamba kuna nidhamu. Mheshimiwa Kalonzo wafuata makaidisha.
Murai wekiama kia Wiper Patriotic Front uyu ukiranta somo yego uyu nere bwoko mweni Joseph Kozolo Munyao niga aire telibaga na komochia kiombe kia IBC maiga yobo cholio bokebwa eta barai Justin Biden Muturi Eugene Wamalwa na boigo mugabana we county ya Makueni Mutula Kilonzo Junior nigo ba mochiria serikali ya Kenya kwanza kobwatekana nechiburaburu echio chiarekana asobocholi obokebwa eta.
We are so happy they brought out their very worst in this recent by elections. We now know their game plan. There are no other games to play. And this country cannot be like any other country. Our brother, a senior brother, governor, professor, because professor said the students are telling him they don't want Kenya to be like Tanzania. Kenya will always be Kenya because our young people have inspired a progressive revolution, not only in the continent, but the world over. And they've been watching. And you cannot steal from them.
Violence during election time is a terrible violation of the electoral laws. It actually defeats the essence of the constitutional right to vote. And therefore, when we point at those mistakes, we are actually trying to address the point that my teacher, Professor Kibana, said, the young people whom he's talking to every day are telling us, don't let our country go the Tanzania way.
The democracy that Munyao fought for with Kibaki and his team, the team that brought the second liberation in this country, the team that brought back multi-party democracy at great sacrifice. That democracy is in great peril. If we cannot allow free and fair elections in our country, then the democracy that we now fought for is in great danger, even as we barricade here in Bowen today.
The politics we witnessed in the by-election, the politics we saw in the by-election should be condemned with all the voices. Kwa sababu, violence cannot become part and parcel of our election process. The minister in charge of internal security cannot be the one to announce about who lives or who doesn't live a polling station. Hiyo ni kazi ya mtu ambaye anaitwa chairman wa electoral commission.
Bamenyi korwa ensemo ya Laikibia nigo besokiri na kurebirero byabo maiga yogo seliwa ne chinguru korwa asensemo babere bakolisia etugo yabo kubwatekana n'abamenyi abo nigo batabiro gochika banyorete korwa aseke gambero nigo kwabunirwe ekera barusiwe ne chinguru ne nibo yabo gosaliwa korwa asensemeyo.
Kama hata watoto ya mbuzi kwa boma walishoma kila kitu ya watoto, kila kitu ilikuwa imeshemeka. Wameshika ng'ombe yetu bado iko kwa kirasha saa hii. Na sisi tuko na miaka mingi sana tukiishi huko. Tulijaribu leo kwenda kufungua hiyo ng'ombe, tukaambiwa ile kitu mtafanya muende hiyo kotini ikafungulie hiyo ng'ombe. Kwa hivyo tuliingia asubuhi huko, walitukataza ng'ombe. Alituambia mrudi kwa kotini, muende mfungulie ng'ombe.
Kuwa impacted kwa hii shamba ya ATC na tumeweka koti injunction, hawakuheshimu, wamechoma hapa jana, akafuruka ng'ombe zetu, hata ng'ombe zetu siko kichaka huko na amefungia zingine. Kwa hivyo hata mimi mwenyewe kari yangu amezuiliwa saa hii hapo nyuma. Sijui sababu gani.
Tukaongea na ADC, tukamwambia basi kama ADC naye anasema ati shamba yetu tunataka kuweka clean ili turudie. Sasa tukauliza basi kama mnataka kuweka shamba yenu kuwe clean, basi mtoe wale ambaye imenyakua. Hii shamba ni ilikuwa ya eka 63 na saa hii ile imebaki ni 13,000. Hii 50 ameenda wapi? Sasa tukasema kwa sababu sisi ni watu ya jirani ya ADC, tukasema hata sisi
botuki bwarokiri abaswati bagwa siolo ebikoro ebibe bigukorwa ase bintu bitwetana ni meyense nigo batarikonyora okumanyekana gose kwa gunonye ne gutwa mu director bwe kiombe ge kwegerera obwena bwa mwanya bantu iseli abuli kurunga Human Rights Hub Salome Nduta otebire ichiko nigo libwenete libekwe eliokoa omukia abaswati bunabo bakonyara koba bakwegerera ebintu biri bitwetanene roboti ruwa ni garurwa asenseme ya Nairobi.
This report seeks to look at the various laws in Kenya from the county level, national level, at the region and international level that give guidance on issues of climate change and opportunities that exist therein for women human rights defenders who advocate for climate change or climate issues and their organizations. The report also looks at the gaps that exist, especially gaps that relate to recognizing women environmental human rights defenders and the role they play at ensuring that climate change in this country is looked at from a gender perspective. So the report outlines some of the key players who engage on matters climate change at the county level, at the national level, and at the regional level. It also looks at laws that exist, not just in Kenya, but also internationally, that women environmental defenders and their organizations can tap into when championing for climate change issues. And finally, the report also looks at gaps that exist. And as an organization that works with women human rights defenders, one of the key gaps that we have noted is that our laws do not recognize women environmental defenders as key players. And that is a key gap that requires all partners to come together, key stakeholders to work together to ensure that women environmental defenders are given the visibility, because they are doing a lot of work, including highlighting projects that are maybe harmful to communities, bringing communities together to ensure that the environment is safe for them, but also enabling other key actors to identify areas that they can plug into. So as we launch these reports, I want to call on Kenyans, and to call on the media, I want to call on the religious bodies, I want to call on civil society.
Na munyakirogo gwikiama gia KANU kurwa orosagi rwa Machakos Peter Thufa osabiro muraibu kiama ikyo gia KANU Gideon Moi kurangiria umusangirekano bw'abana chama ba KANU eri gotegora umusunte oetaneine uburaibu kiama ikyo munyakirogo yonigo n'abana machama bande batebire ng'anigo bamoira matuko 15 nomo murayo yo Gideon Moi eri anyarkaba gakurangiriria gosiga kurangiria umukutano yo asobwa ngomano.
Tulianzisha hii chama kitambo sana tangu tulipopata uhuru, na hii chama ni chama ambacho sisi ambao ni members tunakitambua, na ningependa kuuliza chairman wetu, tumekaa sana muda mrefu bila hatujakutana, na hii chama ya KANU sio chama ya mchezo au chama ya kuchezewa au chama ya kununuliwa au chama ya kuingia kwa chama kingine ili imezwe. Ningeuliza chairman wetu, national chairman, tafadhali tuite machairman wote wa branch pamoja na secretary na treasurer wa kila branch, na tuko tayari kujilipia malipo yetu wenyewe bila kukusumbua au kuitisha pesa kutoka headquarters. Tujilipie gharama ya siku moja, tukutane na wewe, tukueleze mashida ambayo yako kwa branch. Maana kuna watu ambao wanataka kumaliza hii chama kwa ofisi yako na wanajificha bila kukueleza. Kuna mambo ya KANU ambayo haitimizwi kwa branch. Tukikutana na watu wa branch, tukikutana na watu wa headquarters, wale ambao umewapatia uwezo, hawafuati sheria ile ambayo chama inatakiwa ifanyie branch. Na mimi nauliza, kuna mambo mengi, na hiyo mambo si ya kuzungumza hadharani. Tunataka tuzungumze na wewe macho kwa macho, tukueleze. Maana yake hatutaki hao watu waribu chama yetu.
Wikirabwo mwancho muligeri twekira mweli wa Amayia na igonaro licha butokire gaiga chitaika 15 maiga Chinsa isana ibere murobiri okurangiria basawo kurunga oya ngochore gaiga nabo igonaro lyo mugakuri na yero gochongoria mariko gakwegega nikinanda kiae chiwe kai 10 usungo swale gaiga na mono dan shware sumwaga nabe gakumanyi bunagendete gokorekana chiwe Chinsa Ikomi chiabono marogoroba litaliane ni Innocent Onyango.